Hello and good evening, and welcome tonight here from a location down here in the pretty much in the centre of Jarrow, well, just outside the shopping centre. I'm actually at a location where I'm pretty sure a Carehome called, I think it was called Dunn Street Carehome or something similar, once stood. And believe it or not, right under where I'm standing here is one of the Tyne tunnels. It's the second Tyne tunnel that they built, the extra one, Tyne Tunnel 2 I believe it's called, is right underneath the ground I'm standing on, pretty much. All of this was all excavated and dug up over 12 years or so ago, so they could build a new tunnel. I forget how long it took to build, but I think it took quite some time. They had lots of, obviously lots of diggers and excavation type equipment. I watched a bit of a time-lapse video of it on YouTube, watching them sort of dismantle everything and knock bridges down and stuff to build a new tunnel type of thing, you know. But anyway, also, now I'm seeing things, I think. That was weird. I saw, I just glanced over there and I saw like what looked like a misty figure. It could be my eyes playing tricks on us, but it definitely got my attention. Next to the road, there's no people here at this moment apart from me. And now there's a car going up the road in front of us. But that did look like a misty, shadowy figure I just saw there for a split second. I did actually see it. It kind of disappeared again. Anyway, I'm not down here looking for ghosts, but I don't know what that was. Anyway, we'll have a look around. I can't remember if the Carehome... There's a road in front of us here, you see. I'll just show you, hang on. I'm using a brand new night vision camera here, by the way. So I'm just testing this out as well as having a look around down here. It does appear to have pretty good night vision compared to some of the other ones. And as I was about to say, there's a road just in front of us, and I don't know if the Carehome was built across where the road is now, because that road might not have been there before. I'm not sure. Can't remember. But anyway, I'm just going to walk forwards here. The Carehome that used to be here was kind of a strange phenomena, a strange sort of situation. It was actually inside of Dunn Street Primary School. There was like almost like a secret door inside the school that actually led into the Carehome. I remember going in through the front door of the school when it was closed one night. The caretaker let me and some friends in to have a look around, and I'd be cameras running, you know. And we went in the door inside the school, which was only a few feet away from the main entrance to the school, inside the building, and went into the door, and it led to lots of corridors with all the rooms, you know, for the patients in the Carehome, or whatever you call them there. What do you call them there? I suppose the word patients, the residents, that's the word I was looking for. So there was lots of rooms. I had an upstairs and a downstairs. It was quite big. It wasn't like hugely massive, but it was fairly big, you know, fair size inside the school. So I couldn't fathom out, why is there a Carehome inside of the school, the Dunn Street School. So if anyone watching this knows why there was a Carehome inside of the school, I'd like to know. The only thing I can think of is maybe the whole building that's used for the school maybe once was all the Carehome, and they converted it into a school, but they left one part of it intact the way it used to be when it was a Carehome. So yeah. Now they've put there lots of seats here, quite a few of them actually. Don't know how many there is, I haven't counted them all. Where this school and Carehome used to be. And just down there, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big massive funnel sticking up out of the ground, and that's for the Tyne Tunnel, which is just down the bottom of here, straight ahead. Just in front of that funnel across the road, basically, and down the bank. I can't see the funnel on the screen properly. I think I can just see it. But you should be able to make that out. So where I'm pointing the camera here, I think this was mainly the school bit. And if my memory serves us correct, based on my memory and a bit of theory, because everything's changed since the building's in here at all, it's hard to tell where anything was. But I think the Carehome bit was over here, somewhere here, like this section, like down this side, because I remember seeing those houses behind them trees there when I was upstairs in the Carehome out the window, because I did video out the window, and I've still got that video somewhere, I think, but I can't find it at the minute. And you could see those houses from upstairs in the Carehome out the window. I don't know as them houses, I don't know if they've been rebuilt or whether those houses were the same ones that were there when the Carehome was here, you know. It might be the same ones, but I don't know for sure. They probably were the same ones, I should imagine. So I think this bit here where I'm standing now is probably exactly where the Carehome was, part of the building. The at least the bit that was left intact when the building was still up. They hadn't touched it. It was, all the furniture was out of there just about, but all the rooms were still there, the corridors, the stairs, everything, and the rest was the school. Oops, what happened there? That was me. I think my finger went in front of the infrared slightly there. And so all you've pretty much got here now is bushes, trees, paths, seats and grass. And you see quite a few cats down here sometimes. At least I saw one the other night. And as usual, he ran off from us when I shouted at him and stuff. But that's just how it is with cats these days. A lot of them. Some of them are friendly, some of them not so much. But I think, who's that over there? Can I look at him? I'm going over there. And over here we'll have the zebra crossing, which is next to a pub. I think it's called the Royal Oak. I think. Can't see the sign from here. It's dark. But I've only been in there once. And I think it's called the Royal Oak. And I remember seeing that pub from the window of the Carehome upstairs as well, but I can't remember how far away it was from the Carehome. This is probably roughly the distance, I should imagine. And just here is a huge block of flats, but I'm not sure, but I don't think it's as high as the ones in Hebben Shopping Centre, but I may be wrong. It could be. I don't know. I haven't measured it. I haven't got my tape measure with us, so, and I'm not climbing all the way up there. Sod that. I'm not Spider-Man, although I used to be a while ago, but that's another story. I'll keep that quiet. I should have mentioned it. So, and I'm pushing my bike at the same time here, so I have to watch I don't hit me leg off the pedals, which I often tend to do when I'm pushing it and walking at the same time. So this path I'm on at the minute leads all the way, well, behind us in the other direction. It leads to the Tyne Tunnel pretty much. And here's a very wide zebra crossing, actually. I don't know why it's quite this wide. Usually they're narrower than this. Oh, that's strange. But that's how it is. Is that over there? There's something. I can see something through the fence across the road here in the field. Oh, no, it's false alarm, false alarm. It's just the bottom of a tree. It's been lit up by the street light. I just worked out. I just saw the top of the tree in the darkness. But from here, all I could see was the lit up, slightly lit up bottom part of the tree trunk, and I couldn't tell what it was. So that's solved anyway. It's just a tree. But it was just, oh my god, what's that? No, I'm seeing things with a bloody trash can over there. Correction, a bin. That's the Americans in it, a trash can. The bin was lined up with the seat, park bench. And for a second there, when I just saw it at the corner of my eye, I thought, what the bloody hell's that? From this angle it looked a little bit ominous looking. like somebody was like, I think, see that there in the middle? It's like them lights are flaring more on the screen than they are when I'm seeing them with the naked eye here. Probably because of the aperture being opened up quite a way and stuff, and the night vision and all that, and the sensor on the camera. It looked like somebody was sitting on the seat there for and I thought, hang on a minute, I thought I was the only one here. But it was just over here I saw this, well, I'm pretty sure it was like a misty figure just appear. I could have sworn I seen something like that. I don't often see things, so that, I mean, fair enough, I thought that bin lined up with the seat. Didn't know where it was at first, but I know it's a bin. Now I know it's a bin, but over here, what I just seen looked like a smoky, like some mist in the shape of like a person shape, vertical. It was only there for a few seconds, but I saw it while I was talking, and then it disappeared. I saw it disappear. So I don't know if anyone was run over on this road or anything. No idea, but remember, this used to be the Carehome as well, right where I'm standing, and if you can imagine the amount of people that sadly passed away in the building here, it's possible it could still be around at this spot, you know what I'm saying? So, but who knows? So I'm just gonna have a look further around here, and I've got to keep a watch out for make sure I'm alone down here, because some parts of Jarrow can be a bit rough. Anyway, it can be a bit rough at this time of night. If you run into a you know, you never know who you might run into, shall we say, or what you might run into, you know. I mean, the other night I went to Gateshead Town Centre, Trinity Square, at about 2 AM. Took a bit of getting there, but I got there, and it was really hot that night. I don't think it's quite as hot tonight. Still dead warm when you're in the house, but out here it's a bit cool out at the minute. So and over here, if I go a bit further, hang on. Every time I put my hand on top of the camera, it tends to block the infrared. I don't know why, but because the infrared's on the front. The tips of my fingers must be overlapping slightly, and it's picking it up and causing sort of light lens flare types thing to go on. Yeah. Oh, not again. I'll change him. Whoops, wrong button. Another thing I've just discovered is when I flip this camera to face myself like now, while they're recording, the image of myself on the screen is upside down. But if you're not recording and you flip the camera over, it changes to the right way up on the screen. So you have to stop recording to get it the right way around again, type of thing. So yeah, and there's a couple of red lights over there, but I think that's on the river. I don't know what that is. Cranes or something, big bright red lights on the top. I'm not sure where it is. Now I can hear squeaking coming from behind me. I think it's traffic. As I was saying, but the thing I don't like about this camera is, for some reason, when you turn the camera to point at yourself, the flippable, rotatable camera on the top, it's backwards. So to get it the right way around, the only way I've found out how to do that is, so far, is by doing it on your editing software, basically. I think a truck or something went past, I missed it. I could hear it squeaking though. I don't know why it's squeaking so much. And the other night I was coming down here on my bike just past the Sultan of Jarrow, just before that, and on the path there was a dead rat. So I stopped the bike, turned around, went back to have a look, and sure as eggs are eggs, it was a rat. Because I only saw it quick as I was passing, like something on the path. I thought it was a rat, but I went back and it definitely was a rat, and he was dead. Dead as a haddock. He was just lying there. I felt sorry for him, you know. He's I don't know what happened to him, because he didn't have any marks on him, like he'd been hit by a truck or any vehicle or anything. But he was definitely dead. I took a picture of him, but it's on my other phone, and it's an old phone. It's like a Windows phone, and I don't know how to get the photos off it, because every time I try to transfer it to my computer, it never seems to work. Or to try to transfer it to another phone, it doesn't work. I don't know why, it just never works. So anyway, the pictures are stuck on there. If I can get them off there somehow, I'll put a little picture on the screen here of the rat. I took about 4 or 5 pictures of him from different angles. I felt like I was on an episode of Crime Scene Investigation for a minute there, you know, and someone murdered the rat, and I was trying to, you know, document it and all that stuff, you know. But anyway, I don't think he was murdered, but he could have been. You never know. They might have poisoned him in the Sultan of Jarrow. You never know, because he might have been smelling the food and going to try and get like something to eat, you know, without paying for it, of course. Right, just going to take a walk over here. I was just going to say I'm going to take a walk on the wild side, but it's not that wild over here. There's a couple of bushes in front of us. That's about it. And I remember over here, if I walk over here, some picnic benches. But I think I'm getting away from where the Carehome was. I'm not sure if the school even went this far. Possibly did. I'm not sure. If there's anyone watching who knows exactly where the school went up to, the building, and if you know whether the whole building used to be the Carehome or not, because that's what I'd like to know. Because so far I'm thinking, you know, it was weird how there's just like one part of the school was still a Carehome. Well, it used to be. It wasn't part of the school setup, you know. And I don't know if they ever changed the rest into the school. I don't think they did, because I think it pretty much closed down after I was in there. I didn't cause it to close down, don't get us wrong. They were closing it down because they had to build they wanted to build the tunnel under here, you see. It's funny how you can't hear the cars underneath here, or any vibrations or anything, because there must be trucks and all sorts going on there, even at night time. Right now, you know, because it's like, must be nearly 2 o'clock or something, you know. So it's strange how you can't feel any vibrations under your feet or anything. If I lie on the ground and put my camera on the grass, I might be hear something, but I'll probably have to be here for a while. I don't think I'm going to do that though. I'll probably end up lying in some dog shit or something, no my luck, you know. And over there, across the road, I think that's the new Carehome, that building straight in front of it here. I don't know what it's called though. I haven't had a look at if there's a name on it. But yeah. Ooh, this grass has just been cut not long ago, and they've left all the grass cuttings on the top. I thought they were supposed to pick them up, you know, but they haven't bothered. That's the council for you. Now I've just switched the white light on. It's got a nice white light on this camera, which is handy as well. But you don't always want to be using like bright white light when you're out in the dark by yourself, because it kind of draws attention to yourself, and you can be seen from quite a distance because you're lit up, and anyone can see it with their naked eye, you know. Whereas night vision is invisible, and they can't see any lights, so it won't stand out as much. One thing I remember when I was in this Carehome that stood exactly on the spot where I'm standing years ago, is upstairs in one of the rooms, on one of the windowsills, and the window was absolutely covered in loads of flies, tons of them. They're all dead. It was only in this one room. None of the other rooms had any flies like this, all piled up on the window, you know. But this one room did have that, and all I could assume was that somebody maybe had passed away sadly in the room at some point, and he was there for quite some time without being discovered, or just left there or whatever, for whatever reason. And it caused flies to gather, because I guess flies gather when there's anything dead around. You've seen like dead birds or a dead animal in the street before, and there's always flies all over it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I think. But as to why they'd be left there for quite some time dead without being discovered is another story entirely. I don't know, but I'm only that's my theory on it as well. I'm just surmising on it, you know. I don't really know for sure. So who knows? But it was a little bit like that scene in the Amityville Horror. I've mentioned that in a previous video. Only I shot that one in the daytime, not too far from where I am now. Right, I'm going to switch back to night vision now. Right, so I'm just going to walk across this field. I don't think I walked on this bit before in the first part of this video. But like I say, I'm sure the Carehome extended up to here, pretty sure anyway. Just in front of these houses. I distinctly remember seeing these houses out of the window from upstairs inside the Carehome. I think it was these ones anyway, or ones that once stood where these ones are now, you know. And just at the end of this fence here, it's behind all these houses, there's like a little narrow passageway behind the fence at the end of that house there, at the end. But I'm not going to go through there. I might have a look in, because it's kind of like hard to get through, especially with a bike. It's very dark in there though. It looks kind of interesting. I don't know where it comes out at, or whether it leads to a dead end. I'm not sure. I could have a look in it, like I say, but I don't think I'll be able to get through with my bike, unfortunately. And you should be able to see the, yeah, I can see the funnel sticking up right from here. It's like a huge erection. Well, that's what it is. It's a huge erection, you know. I don't mean that sort of erection. It's just an erection as in the sense of it's standing upright and it's built there, you know. It's been erected by somebody or some people at one point in time. And you can still see the flats from here. I think there's 3 blocks of flats in total. There's 2 more blocks behind that one, and they're all white coloured, whereas the ones in Heaven I think are a different colour. I forget what colour they are actually. They might have some lightish colour on them, but I don't think they're white. I might be wrong. I think we've got other colours on them. Probably waking everybody up because I'm right next to the houses here. I hope I'm not waking them up. I'm not talking that loud, but you know how it is. And there's somebody walking up the path over there. I just noticed that is a real person, nothing else. And there's a truck pulling up over there. I'm not sure what that is. I think it's the same one I passed earlier. I think it's delivering something, probably to the Carehome or something, I don't know. Actually maybe not, maybe it's delivering it somewhere else. I'm not sure. Now, believe it or not, just talk about this camera again, because it's my new one. It's only got 4 IR infrared LEDs on the front. And my other best night vision camera similar to this one, which is the same make as this one, has actually got 6 LEDs. And this one appears to be stronger night vision, and it's only got 4. So I'm assuming that these ones must be more powerful because there's less of them, and the night vision seems a bit better, if you know what I mean. I think there might be a cat in front of us, but I'm not sure. Something on the path. I'll have a look. I told you cats are around here, and it looks like it might be one. I think. I don't know if you can see it. Right in the middle of the path, there's something there. It might not be a cat because I'm quite far off it. I can just see a black shape on the path. It could be just a bit of some rubbish. No, I think it is a cat. Come on! What are you doing? Can you see it now? Meow. Hello. Now he's sitting up now, so I was right, it is indeed a cat, not a piece of rubbish. Although oh, he's walking off. Typical, I knew this would happen. You're not going to speak, are you not? No, he's gone through a hole in the fence. Typical, bloody typical. He's oh, there he is, he's running off. Come on! Don't be scared, man, it's just me, I'm not going to harm you or anything. And there's the other side of the river you can see from here. I believe that's Howden over there, all the lights in the distance there. A lot of ships, I think there's ships down there, factories. I don't know if there is ships with a lot of lights and stuff, you know. Some could be some ships getting built or docked on the side of the river and stuff. Don't go in the river, he's heading for the river. Hope you're a good swimmer. If you're going in the river, that is. Maybe going through the Tyne Tunnel for a while though. I did mention cats might go in the Tyne Tunnel, but I've never seen any in there yet. But you might be the first, you never know. Anyway, he's off anyway. The hell with him. He's antisocial. Totally antisocial. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, I was going to show you the gap. This long sort of thing behind the houses there. No, and the cattle probably start following us now, and I'm walking away from it. Or maybe not. Right, in here, you can see this is this sort of passageway through behind the houses, very narrow. So I may be wrong, maybe these are new houses to the right here. Possibly, I don't know for sure. Like I say, I'm not going to attempt to go through there on my bike, because I certainly can't ride through there. There's not enough room, and there's like bushes and all sorts and junk on the ground and stuff, and it gets pretty narrow and it's pretty dark, and obviously you couldn't even walk through there with a bike. It'd be a bit risky, I think. So I think I'm going to walk through there, like, but that's it anyway. You can get the gist of it. So I don't think this little passageway is haunted or anything. You never know. I don't think it is. So. Oh my god, what's that? No, just kidding. That was my hand. Right. Let's come out of there then. I've got a leaf in my hand now. Proof that it was me. I've accidentally picked up a leaf when I didn't intend to. See that? That is a leaf. A genuine leaf. I don't know what sort of tree it is, but it's a leaf anyway. So let's let go of the leaf. There you go. It's gone. Oh, right. Oh, fall down a hole. I know there's a hole there. See, I'm not using a torch or a light or anything, just the night vision on the screen. That doesn't really help you see where you're going in terms of falling down holes or not falling down holes. Right now, I've just stopped off at this place here. It used to be a furniture store, and it's one of the few buildings, like really old shops, that's still around here in Jarrow. I don't know if you can see the name behind us. I think it says Balland Interiors or something. But it used to sell 3-piece suites, I think, and possibly beds and stuff like that. And it's weird because it's pretty much standing in the street amongst just regular houses. If I swing round here, you should be able to see it's just like not regular houses across the road from it. And when you look at it, it looks like the type of building that you would mainly find like in the city centre or something, you know, with the rest of the shops, but it's just on its own here. And there was a couple of cinemas around here. Oops, I dropped my bike. But I'm not exactly sure where they actually stood, where they were. And I think I better move because there's a car coming. I think. I'm not sure actually. Maybe there isn't. It sounded like there was. But there isn't, I don't think. But another thing, I think this building here, the one that used to be the furniture store, I think it used to be a snooker club called On Cue. I think it was this building, but I'm not sure. And maybe there was some other buildings next to it then when it was On Cue, but they've now gone. But like I say, I'm not 100% sure about the other buildings because it's a while since I was here when it was the snooker club. But I did go in it once with some of me snooker player buddies from Primrose Community Centre back in the day, just to have a look in and stuff. I don't think I actually played snooker in there, but I was in there having a look around and stuff. But that was about it really. But I think it was upstairs in here, because there's windows upstairs you can see. I think that was the snooker club up there. And Jarrow Baths used to be around here somewhere, but I think that building might have been demolished. Like I say, when things have gone, it's hard to pinpoint where exactly these used to be. But I was pretty sure that the Carehome and school spot back where I just was. I'm pretty sure that was the spot where that was, because I had a video of it. I've still got it somewhere, like I said. I just have to dig it out. I try and dig it out, basically. Now I've just arrived at this old pub here that is now sadly shut down. It's called the Queen's, and apparently it's up for auction. There's a sign sticking out on the front here saying it's up for auction. I don't think it's on eBay. I wonder how much it's going for, if it was. I don't know. It must be up for auction in an auction room somewhere or something, I should imagine. So if you want to buy this pub, you phone 0800 7555 888, and it could be yours, I guess, if you win the auction and you bid high enough, obviously. And it's just lying here, well, standing here, not lying here. It's standing here on its own. It's all boarded up. It's got metal shutters across the windows here, and it's also got some obligatory common sort of vandalism on it, unfortunately. And here's the door to the cellar, I think, and steel and metal doors here. I'm not sure if this is the same pub that my friend John was wanting to get into for an investigation, or whether that was one in heaven, I forget now. But this one must have been shut for a while. I don't know when it shut down exactly. I'll see how far I can get round the building. And that's the front door there, by the way. The main entrance here, I guess, or was the main entrance. I mean, who knows, it might be the main entrance again someday. And they've took the sign down above the door, unless that was a light. It's gone. By the way, I was going to try and get to the cooperage the other night. It's shut down now, apparently. It's been shut down since 2009. I didn't even know that until I checked up online last night. Because apparently they're gone in a bad state of disrepair, and they mustn't have been able to, well, it must have been going to cost too much to fix up, you know, to repair it. So they've closed it down, and nobody else has took it on since. I think it was going to get possibly converted into a restaurant. And there's loads of trees around this side of the pub here, you can see up there. So I don't think I'll be able to get around the back. I'm not sure, I'll have a look. There's like a generator house thing here, something. I don't think this is for the pub. To my knowledge, but it might be, I don't know. Who knows? It's still on, we're near it running, so maybe it's not for the pub. There's some rubbish on the path here. This used to be the car park for the pub, and this is right next to all the houses here. It's like a bungalow over the road there, and there's another house attached to it, I think. One upstairs and a downstairs, and some garages here. The houses, more vandalism on the side of the wall here, and oh, now I'm in some back lane here behind these houses. And if the road at the bottom of here takes you down to St. Bede's Monastery and Jarrow Old Hall, if you follow the road down the bank. So I am now behind the pub on the generator thing. It's not that dark around here because there's a huge street light above us. So you can get behind it, but there's like a backyard. Looks like someone's tried to get into the backyard because it's all damaged at the bottom of the wall of the door into the backyard here. Dear me. And it looks like there's like a what do you call it? Like an upstairs outside decking area where you could sit to have drinks, possibly. I'm not sure. I may be wrong, right? That's what it looks like from this angle. Maybe it wasn't that, I don't know. Or maybe it was, I don't know. And lots of vandalism around the back here and stuff. Messy paint splashes. God. And they've got a satellite dish up there still. Surprised that hasn't been stolen. And there's a door up there that seems to lead to nowhere. What's that all about? Bit of a long drop if you accidentally step out of that door. So, yeah. And behind the bungalow here as well. And there's the furniture shop through the gap there under the tree. over the fence here. It used to be the On Q club as far as I know, like I said before. And there's another back lane down here. And that's the sound of my shoulder clicking. I don't know if you heard that. I'm pulling some fancy manoeuvres here with the camera and the bike. Dear me. So come around this side again. And that's it. We've been all the way around this pub that was once, I guess, very popular, as I assume it would have been. I don't know why they shut this one down. The other ones around here are still open. Well, some of them. There's one around the corner from here that's still open. Not at this time of night, but it's normally open till a certain time. Well, there's 2 satellite dishes up there. And I'm just going to check the time. And I cannot actually see on the screen what time it is. But, oh well. I think it's maybe approaching 2:15 AM in the morning. So I'll probably be getting back home soon, I think. Okay then, well, I'm not sure how long I've been recording for, but I'm going to have to start heading back home, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed some of this little video, possibly tonight here. And I'm also having a terrible serious problem trying to upload videos onto YouTube, because I'm on TalkTalk and the upload speed is absolutely, seriously dead slow, and it's got slower and slower and slower. I was on the phone to them today trying to get it fixed and telling them how bad it is. I told them it's worse than dial-up. You know, when you used to be up you used to get on the internet with a dial-up connection through a phone connection, a regular telephone line. I said it's worse than that. And they were trying to fix it, and guess what? She was working on it, the woman, and the call went off in the middle. I tried to phone them back, and apparently they had closed, but they didn't even let us know they were about to close. It just went off. So I guess I'll have to phone them again sometime, try and get it sorted properly the next time, hopefully. Right then, so with that being said, oh my god, seagulls. That's another thing. There's a seagull trying to attack me outside of my house. Not trying to, it is. It swoops down every time I come out the front door, sometimes even at night time. So it's very stressful. So what I've done is I bought an umbrella from Asda. It said they were £6 each, the black ones, small black ones, online, but when I got the shop it was £9. That was the cheapest umbrella I had, £9, and it's just a tiny little thing. It's not very good either. It's hard to get it back down again. And so yeah, I've been using that. I went out the other day when it was sunny to go to the shop, and the seagull didn't come at us for once. I was probably wondering who the hell's that with the umbrella down there coming out of Gordon's house, you know. That doesn't look like him, but so it didn't even come after us. Surprise, surprise. So have I solved it? I'll keep you posted on that one, if you know how it goes with the umbrella and the seagull. Right, I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. So once again, thanks very much for watching, and feel free to subscribe if you would like to see more videos from me in the future. And don't forget to give us a like if you enjoyed this video, because likes help your videos and your channel, obviously. So I'd appreciate it if you did do that, if you liked any of it. And I guess I'll see you next time. So it's good night from me, and ta-ra for now. Bye bye now.